will not be forgotten. Because times like this is, you want to hear that. Like, stay encouraged, be encouraged. You know, some people, like I said, watch me for strength and look to watch me for their strength. But then y'all don't even realize that y'all helping me gain strength too. But I am at the pause y'all here in a minute and stuff. Or maybe should I raise money for food first? I miss track. These kids running and stuff. I miss track. Thank you, Jasmine. I was trying to send you something, but I didn't know your Cash App. It's by my head. Yeah, I have enough for a night. I'm just raising for food now. Yeah. Because when I transfer it, it's not going to stay on Cash App. I don't have the Cash App card. When I transfer it and stuff, it's going to be a transfer fee. I couldn't think. They make me miss my kids. I'm sorry, y'all. It's making me sad. Man, this really make me miss Brielle too. Cause just like me, Brielle like almost my spitting image. And most of my family, we ran track and stuff. My kids love running. I'm just watching these kids just run. Can y'all hear them? Thank you, Whitley. And just letting y'all know, like, I do DoorDash, so my food run about close to $30 each time. I know that sounds crazy, but that's all I got right now, like DoorDash. So my goal for food is at least 50 or 60. Yeah, they is expensive. Uber Eats is expensive as hell too. B was your ride or die. She stayed by your side. I miss seeing her on your live. She was. Brielle still is my ride or die. She'll be back with mama soon. My boys will too. But my boys has always been daddy's boys, so I mean they miss mama, but they miss daddy a lot. A lot. Thank you, Nicole. They always be like, Mommy, where dad at? Where daddy? Where daddy? Even though they talk to their daddy. I was told they talk to their daddy. They talk to their daddy on the phone. I just tell them that their daddy over the road. Because they know that when he on the road, they don't see him for a while. And then daddy will come back home and stuff. Even though he would have been seeing them. Because he be missing the kids and stuff. And when me and him was messing around, he'll miss me too, so he'll come back home. Even when he ain't supposed to. He's supposed to be dropping off the load. He'll come to the city. He might even get fired too, because he just be like, man. I'm like, truck driving is not for you, because if you got a load and you supposed to be in freaking Iowa, why are you in Oklahoma City? And now these people blowing you up, trying to figure out where their truck is, and you ain't answering his phone. Trucking ain't for everybody. I kept trying to tell him that, but he just didn't care. He just would risk it. But yeah. He's like, where daddy at? I was like, daddy over the road. And then, I spoke to his grandma, and they spoke to him, they daddy. And he told him that he was over the road too, so they just always ask me, especially Bryson, where daddy at? Where daddy? Where daddy? So I try to show him pictures of his daddy, like him and his daddy. That's in my memories and stuff. I showed him last one day. He's like, that's my daddy. I be feeling so bad because it's like, damn, if these niggas just don't realize what they do to their kids on the decisions that they make, you know? Your kids is really suffering because you just couldn't keep your hands off of women. Not just me, just women in general. I be feeling bad for my boys, but I gotta make sure I just stay on my boys. Stay on them, give them all the love they need, because I realized my baby daddy did not get that from his mama. Now, his grandma probably, but the way they talk to him, I highly doubt it. But I make sure I give my sons all the love and teach them to respect women. Do not put your hands on women. I do not want my kids like that, because I will tear their ass off for real. If I ever found out that shit, I would call my uncles and my brothers to beat their ass if they ever hit a woman. Ever. But I pray that my kids don't do that. They're going to be men of God. I want them to be so in fear with God that they wouldn't even dare even think that my kids gonna break their generational curse. Because my baby daddy's dad was abusive. Then his dad was abusive. Then my baby daddy ended up being abusive. It's not rolling off on my sons. No. And that's why my kids cannot carry their daddy last name. For me, people like, well, if he's the daddy, then why don't he have the last name? Because you have to carry that last name. You have to carry it correctly. I told him, I said, if you abandon me through this pregnancy and stuff, I will not give my kids your last name. You got to hold your name with righteousness. Like, hold your name. I said, because y'all roses got a bad name. So I need you to be able to prove that y'all not like that. The rose men. I'm not talking about the women, but the men. And he like, all right. He did me so dirty when I was pregnant each time. I ain't never been... That was a different type of hurt. But yeah, like, he didn't do it. I'm like, nah, my sons can't carry your last name. I even told him he can name them. All the kids. If he just do what he's supposed to. He ain't want to. Every time he got me pregnant, he went and go sleep with other women, abandon me, neglect me while I'm pregnant. Nope. So they ain't get your last name. They get to carry my family name. I'm about to change my last name to my daddy last name. Yeah, I'm about to change my name to my daddy last name. My boys already got my daddy last name. I got to change Brielle last name to my daddy last name too. Because what happened was my mama is named after our family in St. Louis, our aunties. She got their last name. She don't even got her mama last name. She holding my aunties and them last name. I'm like, why don't I have my daddy last name? Like, I don't know. For some reason, we just don't. Like, I'm like, I don't want to hold my auntie's last name. What? So I'm changing my last name to my daddy's. Brielle's last name finna be my daddy's last name. And Bryson Azrael's last name is already my daddy last name. My daughter that died, Kinsley, she got my daddy last name. My other daughter, Aslan, that died, has my daddy last name. Kitchenettes are very expensive. And I was in a room with a kitchenette. That's where I just got kicked out from. Because people kept calling and calling. But yeah, they had a kitchenette, everything. And those is not cheap. So I'm like, no. But it wasn't that bad because, I mean, every hotel pretty much got some type of incidental fee or deposit. So deposits can run up to $250. It can. Minimum be like $50. And then incidentals be like $20 to $50 or $20 to $100. So I'm just like, well, if I go to these other places, I would technically be paying that anyway. So I just went ahead and stayed there. that hotel, and then they didn't charge me for incidental fees every day because they just kept extending it, so my incidental was already on there, so it made my rate cheaper. Yes, it do be cold where I'm at, but today it's not cold. It's a little windy. Like, the wind is cold, but, like, it's sunny out here. It feels good. Hey. See how much I'm over here? I'm on 1%, y'all. I'm gonna have to walk back. My phone finna die. I'm on 1%, so I'll have to charge it when I get back in the room and shit, so I can pay for this. I was supposed to call them. I be getting off track. I'm gonna raise money for food when I get back on. It's the lady that's taking pictures of me, that's showing where I'm at. When I sit outside like this, because I don't have nowhere to go and stuff, I put my background on. She'll drive and drive and drive for 30 minutes to an hour, however long I'm outside, to figure out where I'm at. She'll find me, she'll take a picture, and then she'll try to take a picture at a distance. They'll blow up all the hotels that she said that I might be at, and then next thing you know, and they be knowing it's me because I'm homeless. Like, they can tell that I'm homeless because I be wearing the same thing over and over and over and over. I don't have any, like, I don't have clothes like this, so they can tell that I'm the homeless person. So they're like, yeah, she's scamming. They said they even talked about my kids, all that other stuff. So then they be like, hey, you know, we keep getting calls and stuff. It's kind of disrupting our business, and we want peace. So then they'll kick me out, and I didn't even do anything. Yep, they call in anonymous. It don't matter if I don't put in my name. It don't matter if I don't put in my name. It don't matter if I don't